this is Jack, and welcome back to another behind the scenes video. You can see that we are back in our Sketchbook World once again. Yes, we're back in it. It's blood. No, it's not blood. It's never were. And yeah, welcome back to the Sketchbook World on my behind the scenes video. And today we're going to be building something brand new in my lovely world. And this is actually not going to be a building. Well, it's going to be technical like a building, but this thing I'm designing is a Shoutout Garden. And if you don't know what a Shoutout Garden is, it's kind of where I shout out to people. So basically put loads of signs down in your garden, and basically if people comment down below or they like or something like that, yeah, you'll get a shout out in my garden. So I've actually not designed it in my lovely world yet, because I'm on episode 38 next, and I'm not building it in that episode at the moment. So if you have seen the design of it yet, yeah, you can go and check it out if you want. So yeah, welcome back to my sketchbook world. You can see that I've loaded it up pretty nicely. You can see that the last thing I designed in this world was this. I designed my bathroom last time, and it didn't actually go to plan when I actually built this. It didn't actually go to plan because I built it in my lovely world now anyway, and it actually looks a bit better than this. You can see that I've not actually designed it very well, and the shower looks a bit weird, and the toilet looks a bit weird as well. So yeah, that's actually my thing I designed it last time. And I have built my thingy room as well, my helper's house, but I decided to not do that in my designs because it would have took me quite a while. But I will do that outside video, of course. So the thing we're going to be designing today is a Shoutout Garden, and it's actually not going to be one part. It's going to be two parts. I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be part one and part two. The reason I'm doing it in two parts, just because just to make it a little bit easier, just because it might take me quite a while to do this garden, just because there's going to be loads of signs and loads of wood and all that. So that's why I decided to do that. And you can see that I've designed it already. Only thing I put down at the moment is I put some fences around to make it nice, and also I've actually connected my path leading to the doghouse up to the garden right here, because if you did see my previous Lovely World episode, I know it's been a week since I've not been here, but if you actually know where my garden is in my main world, it's actually right next to my doghouse, because where the spawn area is, it's actually right there. I think it's like on a little bit of a hill somewhere, but it's actually near there. So yeah, that's why I decided to build it right here, right next to my doghouse. So what I'm going to be doing in this first part is I'm going to be decorating it. I'm going to be decorating it for the first part, and then also putting the floor down and all that jazz. And then when we go into part two, I'll start decorating and all, and then it'll be all ready. Because I might end up putting like a wall around it to make it a little bit nicer. Maybe I might have a room garden or something like that. But we'll have to find out of what it comes up with. So the first thing we'll start off with is we'll start off putting torches just around the edge of the fences, just because it just makes it a little bit brighter. Because even on my balcony as well, is it on this balcony? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you can see that I put torches just on the edge of the balcony, so it looks a bit brighter. Because I've actually not thought of any idea of what this is going to be looking like. I don't know. Because the reason why I decided to build one of these in my lovely world is because as soon as I've got my Shoutout Sunday series, and there is a lot of people that do actually like that series, and I decided to come up with a Shoutout Garden. So every time when people comment down below or anything like that, I put them in my garden. So probably a lot of my famous YouTubers like Schwabe, Major Sven Gaming, Ryan's Gaming, all the other YouTubers that I do like, I'm going to put them in the garden, because Ryan's Gaming, he did actually say to me when we were away, I said to him that he wants to be in my Shoutout Garden, and he said yeah, so that'll be a good idea, because he actually might be my first person in the garden anyway, so we'll have to find out. So yeah, what's going to be in the garden is that there's going to be signs. Basically, there's going to be, and also right in the middle of it, there's going to be a big S and a big H. Actually, no, there isn't. There's going to be an S, H, and an S. And if you don't know what that stands for, it stands for shout out. Well, I mean, oh wait, hang on, yeah. Shoutout Sunday. No, not Shoutout Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be saying SHG in the middle of the garden, and if you don't know what that stands for, it means Shoutout Garden. That's it. So I'm not going to be designing that today. just because it's just going to take me way too long. So I'm going to try. I might design a little bit of it before I do part 2. But apart from that, yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now start breaking the floor, because what's going to be in the is there's going to be grass block basically in the middle. Instead of having blood or neverwork block, I should say, there's going to be grass, and there is going to be. I'm going to try and think what wood block to have. Because I don't want to copy Stampy's, because he's actually got oak wood for his. So I'm going to try and have a different type of wood block. We could have like the acacia wood, just because that actually designs a little bit better. Yeah, let's go and have the acacia wood, because that actually designs out a little bit better. So what the design's going to be, it's going to be grass block wood. Grass block, acacia wood, grass block, acacia wood. So it's going to be that design, but it's actually going to be like this. I might just show you very quickly now. So I'm going to start breaking all this away, because we don't need to have neverwork here, because it doesn't stand right in the garden. So it's going to be like this. Look, so there's going to be grass there, and then there's going to be wood like that. So it's going to be like that. Look, so the signs are going to be placed on the wood here. And I might end up placing torches down on grass, or I might just end up just standing here and shouting people out there. I don't know. I'll have to find out first. So the thing I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to start breaking all this away until I've got my my victory, because I don't know how well this is going to go. It might decide better in my lovely world, because when I build it in my lovely world, it might stand out pretty good, or maybe not. We'll have to find out, because I'm not building it after my 40th episode anyway, because there's some huge stuff happening. Oh, give me a minute, guys. I thought I was going to sneeze there, because I have been sneezing quite a lot today, and yeah, I'm still recording anyway. Yeah, so what we're saying is I'm not building this garden until after the 40th episode. Just because there is a lot of stuff happening in tonight's episode. Because tonight's episode, I'm going to be designing my Nether portal, and also I will be taking 3 trips down into the Nether to get the web skeletons. Because in the 40th episode, that's going to be the episode where I go down and get the wither for the 3rd time. Because I have defeated the wither quite a few times. Not in recording though. But I have actually defeated it quite a few times in my few worlds, like the creative world and all that jazz. I've actually defeated it quite a lot, and yeah, because it's going to be a good idea actually making it in survival, just because I've defeated it quite a few times in survival. I think only once in survival. That's only the time I've only defeated it. But all the other times I've actually fighted the wither, I've actually not had a chance yet. So it's actually going to be my first time in my lovely world actually defeating it, because I need to get kitted up with diamond armor and all that jazz, and getting a diamond sword and all that. And I know it's going to be probably, I should say, very relaxed. But we'll have to find out how it goes, because I don't know how well it's going to go yet. I don't know how well it's my boss is going to go. I don't know, because it's going to be my first time defeating the wither in my first Let's Play, because it's actually my first Let's Play on my lovely world that I've actually not defeated the wither, so it's actually going to be my first time doing it. So yeah, but when that's all done, that's it. We will defeat the wither after that episode, which is episode 41. I will be designing my garden, and I think I've actually done this wrong. I think I've done it a little bit too wonky. I think that's supposed to be, yeah, that's supposed to be 5 blocks. So I need to actually level this out to here. Here we go. So I can actually start leveling all this out. I know it's going to be blocking the window a little bit here, but it doesn't actually really matter too much. So make sure you do stick to the episode when I actually start building my garden. When I actually start building my garden in my world, so it might actually stand out pretty good. I don't know how well it's going to go. I don't know, but hopefully it should design pretty nicely. So I'm just going to very quickly just put some torches just on here, so it makes it a little bit nicer, like that. Oh no, not like that. Like that. Is that going to be? Oh, that looks good. And there we are. That looks pretty good by the garden. So, because I did actually make it a little bit wonky, because it's supposed to be 5 blocks on that side. Because right in the middle of the area, there's going to be the path leading straight through the garden, and then and there's also going to be another entrance here that you can actually lead out from, instead of just having your garden just as a wall. So that's what it's actually going to be looking like. So I'm just going to finish this off here, and then I'm going to and then I'm gonna start doing what I said what I was gonna do. Where I'm gonna start. Oh no, I've done this wrong. I'm gonna start doing what I was doing before. It's going to be good when it's finished as well, this, because I'm actually looking forward to waiting until it's finished, because I'm actually looking forward to doing it. So that's it. That's my garden all done at the moment. I will be putting some flowers around as well at the edge of the edges as well. The flowers might be ending up here, probably where the grass are. I might be putting some flowers just along there, so it makes it a little bit brighter. But apart from that, it looks pretty cool so far. And also the other thing I want to change as well is I want to change these bits under the fences, just because it makes it a little bit easier. Instead of just having never walk blocks underneath these fences, it'd be a good idea if I put grass underneath these as well, so it makes it a little bit nicer. So I'm just going to start just breaking these blocks away, and then I'm gonna do the same again what I did before. I'm just gonna put them around the outside, or should I just end up putting a different block down or something like that? Should I put like dirt down, or yeah, I might put like a different block down. Should I like put some? Yeah, let's go put some stone bricks down. That might be really handy. I should put some Chisio stone. Yeah, let's go put some Chisio stone bricks down, so it makes it a little bit easier for the garden. Instead of just having grass all the way around the outside, we can just do it that way, because the thing that's going to be placed down on the grass is actually going to be the flowers. So that's actually going to be the design for that. Let me just go and clear all that away. There we go. So I'm just going to just do the same on this side. Where I'm just going to just break all these away, so all these blocks are actually I might have to, actually, I don't think I need to get, no, I don't need to get rid of them, so I just need to just break these away, so I can just put my stone bricks back like that. There we go. Alright, just start putting these back down, and then that's it, and then I just need to cover that up like that, and just put that back. Is that? Put that down like that. There we go. And that's how my garden is going to be looking like at the moment. It looks pretty good at the moment. Oh, actually, just give me a minute. I've destroyed a torch for some reason. Let me just go and put that back down. There we are. So there we go. That's what my garden looks like so far. It looks pretty good so far. I know that it might be not the best design in the world, but it looks pretty good so far. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to lead this path all the way across the balcony on the same side, because right in the middle of the area there's actually going to be the SHG that stands for Shoutout Garden, because I might need to change it anyway in the next episode, because I need to fit. Actually, no, I don't, because I can actually put SHG right in the middle of the area. That actually might look pretty cool. So what I could do actually is, instead of putting them on the ground, I can put like the word like floating in the air. And I can put like fence poles on it and saying it's like a Shoutout Garden. So instead of just putting like the whole name saying Shoutout Garden, I could just put the first letter words in that says SHG, which is Shoutout Garden. That's pretty nice. And there we go. Look, that is my garden so far. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? You can see that that when I walk into here, look, you can see the signs are going to be placed on the wood here, and then these are where they're all going to be placed like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just put some flowers down now to make it a little bit nicer. So let's go put 3 types of flowers down. Let's go and put the blue one, the red one, the poppy, the blue, and the dandelion. Let's go and put 3 blocks down like that, and it might look a little bit prettier, but yeah, we're going to do it like that way. Like that, so it makes it a little bit nicer. So let's go and do it in a checkered pattern like that. You can see that the flowers do look a little bit different than the update now, because you can see, I don't know why the roses are like that. I don't know why the roses are like that. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, it'll be a good idea. Like that, I might end up putting the flowers on that side actually, to make it a little bit easier. Actually, yeah, I think I might put the flowers like that to make it a little bit easier. So let me go and just break this away. And then I'm a little bit situational at the moment where I'm actually placing these down, but it doesn't matter, because if I just put some more grass just there, and then it makes it a little bit easier. Like that. So let me go and just quickly just get some grass blocks. I can just put that back down there, and then I can just put these fences back down here. and it might take me pretty quick in this first episode to do it anyway. But I just want to get it pretty done today in this first part, so it looks pretty good for the next episode. And there will be a link down below in the description to the first part as always, so if you want to go and check that out when it's done. Because what I'm going to be doing in the second part is I'm going to be finishing it off basically. What the plan is to build the SHG. What I said, why it's going to be saying Shoutout Garden on top of it, and then also I'm going to start putting all the signs down. So I might actually recognise you of what it's going to be looking like. So what it's going to be is that every person that puts a comment down below or anything like that, or my favourite YouTubers, put a sign down. I put a sign down, a sign down in my garden saying they can have designs. So let me just quickly just move these flowers out, and then it'll be all done. Because I'm not going to finish this all off today anyway. Just because there's really no point finishing it off today. Because since I did say it's going to be 2 parts, because otherwise it's going to take me absolutely ages to do it anyway. Yeah, it's supposed to be that. That's supposed to be like that. Oh, there we go. Look, I know it looks a bit wonky, but it looks completely fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to start. Oh, not doing that. I meant no. I didn't mean that. I meant to put that back down there and put that down there, and there we go. And then I can start putting all these back down now to make it a little bit brighter. Because it is gonna look pretty good when it's done as well. It is actually gonna look pretty good when it's done. So what I'm gonna do for now is, before I do end it here, I'm gonna go and just put the roses down. Since the time has absolutely flied in this first part of building my Shoutout Garden. I didn't actually know it was gonna take this long to build it already. I didn't actually know it was gonna take this long to build my garden already. I didn't actually know it was gonna take that long to build my garden. To be honest with you, but it's actually took me quite quick to build it. It's took me quite quick to build it already, but it's going to look pretty good in the next episode when it's all done. Because when it's all done in the next episode, it'll look really good. So let me just quickly go and start putting all these flowers back down. I know it feels a bit weird why they're in a wonky order, but it doesn't actually matter too much anyway. Oh, actually no, I'm doing this wrong. These are not supposed to be placed here. I don't know what I'm doing here. These are not supposed to be placed here. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't know what Jack's Gaming's doing. I don't know why I'm placing these here. I'm not supposed to be placing these here. I'm supposed to be just placing them on the outside. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Yep, I do not have any idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing there. Oh yeah, I need to do the same on this side as well. Oh, yeah, I don't know why there's a rank block there for some reason. Let me go and then just put that back down, and then let me go and just change this all into stone bricks, and then I'll just change that one. I do the same on the opposite side where it's going to be grass. And then that's pretty much the end of the first part of building my Shoutout Garden. It's gone pretty good so far. I did say it might be a pretty short first part episode, but apart from that, though, I've actually done pretty good in the first part. You can see that I've actually designed it already. Because in the next part, they'll be coming up very shortly. I'll be finishing it off. I'm going to be finishing it off, and then when it's all done, it's going to be looking pretty good on the card. So let me go and just move these fences out of the way. And then when this is all done, it's going to look absolutely brilliant. Because I'm actually looking forward to when it's all done. Just because it's just going to be really good when it's all done. It's going to design very well as well. Just because it's just going to look absolutely, I would say incredible. I should say lovely garden or something like that. I should call it that. I don't know, but I might call it. Well, I should say love garden. I don't know, but yeah, I will let you know when I start building it in part 2 very soon. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to leave it here for the first part. So very quickly, what I need to do is just need to do the same again on this side, where I just need to put all these flowers back down here, so it looks in a random order. I know it might be in a little bit of a random order, but I just want to do it like that. So I think I'm going to leave it there for the. Oh no, I've done this wrong. Let me just quickly put these back down here. There we go. So I can just put these back down. Here, there we go, and then put all those back down, and there we go. That is my first part done of my Shoutout Garden. Hopefully it looks pretty good so far for you guys. So when I upload part 2, it'll be exactly in the right amount. It looks pretty good so far. You can see that you can see where the signs are going to be and all that. It looks pretty good so far. But when part 2 is coming, I'll be designing the SHG, which stands for Shoutout Garden, and then I'll be putting all the signs in. And I think that's 100% completed. I think after that, because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be building a wall around it yet. But I will let you know about that. But if I do build a wall around it, it'll be a walled garden, or I should say a house garden or something like that. But yeah, I will let you know of when it's doing that. But yeah, I'm just going to spread some torches around here just to make it a little bit brighter, because I know there's going to be there is still going to be some stuff hanging around here. So what I might do for the time being is just put some torches around there so it makes it a little bit brighter. So I'm going to be taking a screenshot of it as well and putting it as the thumbnail, so you can see that from there. So I'm just going to show you a whole big view of it now, just to see what it looks like first. But make sure you do stick around for part 2, because that'll be in the link down below in the description to that one once that is uploaded. And also the behind the scenes playlist will be down below. Oh, look at that! We've got some chickens spawned in the garden as well. That is absolutely brilliant. Well, since it's on grass, isn't it? So yeah, I didn't actually know they were going to be designed there. But anyway, that is the end of the first part of building my Shoutout Garden. There'll be a link to part 2 to it once that is online. And what I'll be doing is I'll be carrying on building it. And hopefully it should design pretty good for my lovely world in the future. But that's the end of the first part of it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!